Disclaimer: the views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host or guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. Viewer discretion is advised.
Broadcasting beyond borders, the message of the truest tribe of coaching entrepreneurs and independent service providers from the Philippines. This is Coach Marife Garfin for Gala R, and you are joining me for a special episode dubbed as the 7 Simple Tips to a Good Night's Sleep. And this is now in Think Talk broadcast, and it is the flagship community project of coaching Think Talk speakers from Life Coach Philippines and members of Coach A coaching community. Coaching Gala Hour is a special broadcast in celebration of the culmination of day one of the Break the Stigma, a 2-day mental health virtual retreat facilitated by Master Coach A. I'll be back shortly. Welcome to the live streaming of the Gala Hour, a special broadcast for the ongoing Break the Stigma Mental Health Weekend Retreat. In this episode, I want to keep the connection with parents, lalo na yung mga stressed parents, no? And I want to be able to have a conversation about the 7 simple tips that they can take for a good night's sleep. Because as parents, oftentimes than not, we are overwhelmed with so many things, and we need to be able to really have that beautiful sleep so that we can function beautifully each day. Broadcasting beyond borders of Tacloban City, Leyte, on the 6th day of May in the year 2023. I am Life Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines, a professional certified co-actively co-create life coach, also a certified mental health coach, a master builder apprentice to Master Coach A's Master Builder Apprenticeship Program. We build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. I'm the founder and the creator of my nth attempt to parenthood. This is a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. Background ko po, registered nurse with almost 22 years of hospital work experience, but I've transitioned myself to becoming a coaching entrepreneur. I'm the owner and the operator of the Healthy Hub Health and Wellness Coaching Center, which is now the house or the home of Region 8 Life Coaching Center here in Tacloban City. I'm also a published author in Amazon, so you can check out our books. There are many coaches like me who are authors also and who have published and have best-selling are best-selling authors in the Amazon. You can check that out, no? Anytime no na gusto po ninyo, tingnan niyo po yung aming mga libro. No? So I am the flag bearer, banner holder of Life Coach Philippines for Region 8. So let's get started kasi excited na po ako, no, to really be able to have this beautiful conversation with a co-parent like me. So let me just introduce to you a friend, no, a co-nurse like me, a registered nurse, and also a woman, a very strong woman like me. Kaya nga po magkaibigan kami, no? And but she's currently assigned as a school nurse in the city of Tacloban. So let me invite this also powerful woman in my space. Let me invite as a current, ano pa lang siya, no? Bago pa lang po siya, no? Just 2 weeks ago, a week ago, she was certified as a life coach, part of the Region 8 Life Coaching Center. So let us all welcome to our space, to this digital space, Coach Dorothy Ripalda.
Hello. Hello,
Hello.
good evening. Good
Good.
evening. I'm Dorothy Ripalda from Tacloban City. I'm a new life coach here in Region 8. I'm a school nurse by profession. I've been in the profession for almost 25 long years, and I handle also the school-based feeding program of the Tacloban City Division as of the moment.
Thank
I
you so
have
much,
three
Coach.
children also. Sorry. I have three children, and I'm a single parent, and I'm a strong woman, as well as Marife has just said a while ago.
Yeah. So yan no, Coach Dorothy, sabi ko nga strong woman. Alam mo, for parents, no, for parents like you and me, I believe you have experienced it. You were able also to experience, there were nights, no, when we have so many challenges, no. Now we experience sleeplessness. Now it has been noted in the National Institute of Health, no, that 7 to 19% of adults reportedly do not have enough sleep. Sabi nila kulang daw ng tulog. And 40%, no, are able to really sleep. Like 40% lang ng population globally are able to really take a nap in the day. And that is only like once a month, no? And sabi nga doon sa statistics, 50 to 70% of the Americans have sleep disorder. Kaya importante talaga yung tulog. I always believe that sleep is a gift, no? 10% of the world population experience insomnia. Were you able to experience such also? Na mga ganito na mahirap matulog?
Of course, many, many, many times, especially when you encounter a lot of stress during the day, or if you have problems that can't be solved right away.
Mhm.
So feeling ko it embeds into your mind the whole day, nadadala sa sleep mo. So hindi ka nakakatulog ng maayos. You keep bouncing all night, and the next day
Mhm.
para kang zombie. But it cannot be
Yeah.
avoided, especially when you're at my age. When that happens, um, I think it has something to do also with our hormones. We as women in the peri and uh, the
Post.
menopausal period and
Yeah.
post
Totoo.
menopausal. Nagdi-deny pa.
Yeah. Peri and postmenopausal. Totoo yan, no? But, this is, sabi ko nga, sleep is a gift that should be, enjoyed by everyone. And because yung tulog po, no, for those who are here with us right now, helps maintain cognitive skills, no, such as
Yes.
attention, learning, and memory. So kung kulang ka talaga ng tulog, na dehydrate din yung brain mo, nahihirapan ka ng tuloy, hindi mo alam kahit suot mo yung glasses mo, sana yung glasses ko? Ako palagi nawawala yung sabi nga ng husband ko
Relate
kailangan may
much.
meron dapat siguro may buzzer or tawag doon, may ringing tone yung mga glasses no kasi nawawala. But this is very important, and a lot of people who also suffers from mental health challenges are having difficulty. And when may problema ka na nga, hindi ka pa makatulog, it can take a toll, no? It can take a toll on you, on your physical health, and of course definitely it will follow doon sa physical health. Another thing kasi na very important din doon sa sleep is that your brain actually does process your emotion pag natutulog ka. That's why, di ba kung sabi nga kanina, no, in the first episode ng Gala Hour, no, sabi ni Master Coach Jasmine, when you are in panic, don't do the thing that you've been thinking. So it's the same thing, no. Pag pagod ka, you haven't slept, it's and hindi like you need to rest. You need to have that sleep. Kasi nga your emotion has to be processed, and it only happens when natutulog ka. Kaya that's how important it is, no? And pag may problema, as I've said, no, as a parent, marami tayong hinaharap, no? Marami tayong mga bayarin, yung mga anak natin, we want them to really be, safe keep, makatapos, and so many things goes to the mind. It can impact our sleeping pattern, which can take a toll later on our mental health, no? So, that's the reason why sabi ko dapat ma-share natin ngayon yung tips, no? Ano yung mga simple tips, no, na pwede nating maibigay, no, sa mga parents who needs really to have that good night rest, no? So on a personal note, Coach Dorothy, alam ko, no, ito i-reveal ko na lang to, magkaibigan naman tayo, no? So si Coach Dorothy kasi may gift of sleep yan siya eh. Anytime po na medyo kailangan niya matulog, kahit po nakatayo siya, pwede po siyang matulog, no? At minsan, mauupo siya sa isang upuan, no? Sandali. maupo lang siya doon, no, after a dinner, tapos nag-uusap pa yung mga tao, nakikita namin tulog na siya. Meron siyang ability to really like make it a priority, and then magigising na lang siya to really prep. So what have you been doing, Dorothy? May gift na ganyan.
Come again, naputol ka.
Ang na-freeze ata. O ako ang
Yeah,
na-freeze.
yeah. Ikaw
Okay,
na
okay.
freeze. I didn't get you.
Yeah, napuputol, no? Hang on sa aming internet, no? So, yung tanong ko, Coach Dorothy, is on a personal note, no? Before natin ibigay yung mga tips, no? You're gifted with this one. What brings you to really enjoy sleep, no?
When I have a good night's sleep, the next day, hindi ako makakatulog niyan even if, the following day, the whole day, hindi ako natutulog niyan. Or hindi talaga ako makakatulog because I had the best sleep na nakuha ko the night before. But if I wasn't able to get the good night's sleep that I was craving pa ha, eventually, kahit saan ako maupo, especially if I'm in a crowd na safe ako, nakakatulog talaga ako. Even on airports, sa mga airports, natutulog ako doon. As long as secure yung bag ko, secure yung upuan ko, and I have my alarm para hindi naman ako maiwan ng eroplano. And and during those times na tayo nagkikita or nagko-coffee or what, pag pagod na ako, kailangan ko na talaga ipikit yung mata ko, matutulog ako even just for 10 minutes to 15 minutes kasi nare-recharge ako. If I won't be able to sleep, naku, parang, ang tawag sa Tagalog, parang bangag ka. Parang, yun, nagfo-float ka. So, you
Afloat,
cannot
yeah.
concentrate well. So, you cannot be very productive if you lack sleep. So,
Yeah.
ang ginagawa ko, I really have to sleep anywhere as long as I'm safe.
Ayan. Tama 'yun, no. Sabi dito ni Coach Doc Herman, no, meron siyang comment dito, no. At salamat mga kindred coaches for coming in, no. Sleep is important to provide balance in life, sabi niya, no. Sabi ni Coach Doc Herman. Sabi naman ni Coach Tin, sleep is a form of rest. Totoo 'yan, no. Nare-recharge tayo. Inggit match daw si Coach Tin sa'yo kasi madali kang makatulog, no. So, inggit match daw Coach Dorothy sa'yo, no. So, 'yun, no. That's a beautiful, it's a gift, na sabi ko, it's a gift, no, to really be given that ability, no, to sleep, no. Yes, Coach Rizel, may mga hormones pong nangyayari talaga, no, sa mga kaidaran namin, no. Meron talagang mga, no, sabi ko nga, it's in a haywire, magulo, there's chaos doon sa hormones that impact, no, yung sleep. But then again, no, importante pa rin na talagang makatulog ka para po makalma yung ating brain, we become more creative, we think better, and we become more productive. Sabi nga, kung kulang talaga ng tulog, there will be memory gap. I think I read an article that says, pag kulang ka talaga ng tulog, there's a tendency for you to develop Alzheimer's, no? Na kasi nga, kailangan
Yes.
mag-regenerate. When you sleep, your brain cells regenerate. So pag kulang daw sa tulog, no, may hirapan. Kaya nagkakaroon ng mga memory losses, no. Ayan, sabi ni Coach Rizal, floating. O, totoo yan, no. Para na-experience natin yan, no.
Floating.
Ngayong panahon, no, na we're really doing this. So, may mga tips, no, Coach Dorothy, na pwede nating ibigay. Kasi nga, sabi natin, no, it's essential. It's essential, especially if you're a parent, no, na kulang ka ng tulog, you can easily lash out, you know, you can easily be agitated. So what's your experience, Coach Dorothy? Pag kulang ka sa tulog, what's the manifestation?
Pag kulang sa tulog, first thing in the morning, masakit yung ulo mo. So you cannot concentrate with what you will do the next step you'll be having the next day or with that whole day. So sira na yung morning mo. So pagpasok mo sa office, eventually marami kang magiging kaaway.
Yeah.
Kasi if a lot of people don't know how to manage also their stress, tapos ikaw ganun din, kulang ka sa tulog.
Yeah.
Kasi ang tao pag kulang sa tulog, yung iniisip mo na lang, ang sarap matulog, ang sarap bumalik sa bed. But the problem is, you have to go back to, you have to have your work. And sad to say, hindi ka makapag-concentrate kasi nga, yung iniisip mo, bumalik na lang sa bed. And
Totoo.
um, Oo, 'pag ang problema pa niyan, 'pag pumunta mo sa office, hindi ka mako-concentrate. So, ang feeling mo frustrated ka kasi you cannot, do your job well. You cannot function
Totoo.
well. Ang
Totoo.
nakakaharap mo pa lahat agitated ka. So, eventually, sira yung araw until nighttime, sira pa rin. So, dapat matutulog talaga ng maayos. It really is a gift to have a good night's sleep.
Ayan, totoo yan talaga, no? It's really rare. Nung mga bata pa tayo, pinatutulog tayo, ayaw natin matulog. Ngayon,
Ayaw.
parang we crave for it, no, na makatulog tayo. But here are, no, if you're a parent right now and you need to, or if even if you're not a parent, but you're someone really like wanting, it's been a while na parang feeling mo hindi ka pa na hindi matagal mo nang experience yung good night's sleep. We're going to give you the 7 simple tips, no, to really be able to experience a good night's sleep. So ang unang-una nito, no, is that take time to relax, no. Minsan kasi pag medyo you come from work na very busy ka pa at gusto mo na kaagad matulog, napakahirap. Kasi po yung brain active pa. Tapos tutulog ka pa, parang feeling niya, hindi pa time to sleep. So, kailangan mo ng kumalma. Kaya yung ibang tao, Coach Dorothy, they really do some magko-coffee muna, have a little bit of conversation, maupo muna, no? That's what they do. So take time to relax. That's one thing, no? Another is you avoid tawag doon, you try to avoid technology daw. Na ito very common na struggle ito yung you need to avoid technology kasi kahit antok ka pa, bubuksan mo pa yung Facebook mo, tapos na-pick up. I don't know, are you experiencing this? Na when you wanted to, when you want to relax, what do you do? Or tulog ka ba kaagad? And then what do you do with technology? What's your practice?
Ako kasi as you have noticed, kahit sa mga lakad natin, when we are in a hotel, pagdating, kahit yung, it's a common practice of mine, na from outside, yung damit ko, yung suot ko from outside, kahit umupo lang ako, coming from outside, natutulog agad ako. So, hindi muna ako parang yun yung relaxation technique ko. Pero hindi naman yun all throughout na matutulog na ako till morning, till dawn. What I do is, natutulog ako maybe mga 15 to 30 minutes. So, relaxation technique ko yon. After that, maliligo na ako. So, after taking a bath, normally ngayon kasi we have to have that attitude na talaga. We have to open our social media. Ino-open ko yung Instagram ko, email ko, and then the Facebook. But as I have been noticing, mas lalo kang hindi nakakatulog because maybe of the
Yeah.
blue rays. Di ba meron sinasabi the
Yeah,
blue rays
yeah,
coming
yeah.
from the cell phone. It can emit light na nadi-disturb yung sleep mo.
Yeah,
Tapos
yeah.
yung sa eyes mo naapektuhan. But now, kailangan talaga matulog na because we're all busy. So, ang ginagawa ko, I have an alarm. Pag 10 p.m., nag-alarm na yung cellphone ko, ino-off ko na siya.
Yeah.
Yun yung technique ko.
So may pa-alarm na. Tsaka you try to avoid technology na, no? The third tip, no, from the 7 simple tip is that sabi, create a restful environment. But I believe, no, sa brain ko, iniisip ko kanina, it's not just when I talk about a restful environment, I think it should not just be the environment from the outside, but also from the inside.
For the
Minsan
inside.
kasi, quiet yung environment mo, pero sa loob naman ang daming mong struggle, marami kang iniisip. I don't know. What's your thought about this?
You cannot have a good night's sleep if you're worried. Diba? If you're thinking a lot of things, you carry it on your bed, you carry it on your sleep. Eventually, you will wake up with a heavy head.
Yeah.
Oo. Kasi, nadala mo siya sa tulog. So, what I do, ang tawag nun, I pray. Before, syempre, we do a lot of praying before going to sleep. Marami ka kasing ina-ask sa God na mga favors. After, yung prayers, yung pattern na lang ng prayer mo, yung face na nagpe-pray ka, parang nare-relax ka. Tapos, di ba pag when you ask something from God, feeling mo, tomorrow, it may be a no or it may be a yes, pero God will answer that. So, nako-comfort ka, nare-relax ka.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's one thing to manage your stress before going to sleep. So, it's an environment na nakikreate mo inside na nare-relax ka. And then, ang laban yan, you have to put it into your mind na I have to toss away all these worries. Tomorrow na lang kasi hindi naman masosolve yan. Hindi masosolve yan
Agree.
tonight.
Agree.
Oh, yeah.
Agree.
You really cannot solve that tonight, especially when it concerns a lot of people, when it involves a lot of
Uh-huh.
people. Hindi mo masosolve yan na ikaw lang. So, that's what I do. Inisip ko, bukas na to. Kasi kung hindi ako makatulog, the next day, lalong magpa-pile up ang problem mo. Kasi pag
Yeah.
gising mo, you have this thinking na hindi mo na-solve the night before. Ngayon, pagod ka pa rin kasi hindi ka nakatulog ng maayos. And then, stressed ka pa rin. Masakit na yung ulo mo. So, ang hanap mo na lang yan, away. Yun na.
Tama, no? You're irritated
Oo, yun.
already. And sometimes, no,
Irritated.
even if you don't mean to really hurt people because it's something going on inside na pagod ka, you kind of, no, naging emotional ka
Yes.
and you lash out to people. Well, number 4, no, na simple tips, no, to really get a good night's sleep is you can keep fit and get some action down, no, get some action, get fit and get some action. And I think this is also one of the things that I love, no. Ramdam ko to, no, after a Muay Thai, after gym, I would really like sleep well, no. Ganun po, yun po yung aking breather, yun, ito po yung nakasanayan ko, no, na I keep fit, no, because may release kasi ng happy hormone at medyo na-stretch yung muscle mo, and siguro ang inisip ko na nagsasalita na yung katawan ko na matulog na tayo, but I had that, I experienced that whenever after post exercise, no, you get when you keep fit, no, and you're moving, basically pumapasok kasi yung katawan sa normal function, sa normal way, no, kasi pag when you're exercising, your body is warm, that means, no, you are to move. Pero pag cool down ng katawan mo, nagsisignal na rin siya na, oh, wala nang work, wala nang it's time to sleep. So meron siyang ganun, no, mayroong science behind na talagang bakit gumaganon po yung ating katawan. Just like when it's in the morning, bakit ka nagigising? There's an internal body clock that says, ay, may init na yung panahon, tumayo ka na kasi magtatrabaho ka na. But at nighttime, bakit tayo naantok? Kasi it warms, no? There's a connection between the temperature in the environment at sa atin, no, na nagsisignal sa atin na, oh, it's time to sleep na talaga. So yun, you keep fit and get action. Yung number 5 dito is choose food daw, no? Choose food, no, that are rich in serotonin, no, and because and meron pa tryptophan, no, because these are food that like it increases the production of melatonin. Na yung melatonin naman is a hormone that really allows you, no, it produces sleep, no. So ano yung favorite food mo? Do you have a routine in terms of food that na ito, before I sleep, I get to have a dose of this one, I get to drink this one, I get to eat this one? Do you have such a routine?
Yes, precisely. I have those. Kapag, if you have a full stomach before going to sleep, you really cannot sleep well. And if you're empty also, gutom ka, mas lalong hindi ka
Mahirap.
makakatulog. What I do, I observe. I pay attention to what I eat and what I drink. I don't drink wine,
Okay.
especially 2 to 3 hours before sleeping. Although red wine
Mm-hmm.
is somewhat healthy, I don't take it before right away before sleeping. So if I do take a wine and I eat a lot,
Mm-hmm.
at night I don't eat a lot anymore. Kasi guilty na ako, hindi na nga ako nag-exercise, kumakain pa ako ng marami at night. The more na maging heavy tayo.
Oh, yeah.
So, what I do, I don't eat much carbs at night. 2 to 3
Mm-hmm.
hours before sleeping, bago, dapat madadigest ko muna yung 2 to 3 hours before sleeping. And
Mm-hmm.
then, I don't drink much water or any liquid before sleeping kasi yun yung isang makaka-affect ng sleep mo kasi tayo ka ng tayo,
Mm-hmm.
ihi ka ng ihi. So the best
Agree.
thing is to take 2 to 3 hours before sleeping talaga yung mga food, lalo na yung
Mm-hmm.
carbs, yung wine, yung water. So kailangan talaga
Mm-hmm.
dinidisiplina mo yung sarili mo niyan. Kasi
Mm-hmm.
pag full or empty ka, nako,
Yeah.
expect na hindi ka talaga makakatulog.
Yeah, agree with that. No, I've experienced that. An empty stomach really is going to pester no your sleep. No, so I understand that. No, so kaya mindful din ako na whenever I feel I have an empty stomach and I feel hungry, that I have a certain kind of food na kinakain ko po kasi bababa yung calorie niya at the same time mapaprocess siya. So thank you for that. No, another thing that another the sixth tip, no, simple tips, no, that can give you a good night's sleep, I believe, is that you go to bed, no, with a grateful heart, no. Kaya totoo
Yes.
yung, di ba, totoo yung sinabi na when you sleep, may kanta niya si Jose Marichan you count your blessing instead of sheep, no. Kanta yan ni Jose Marichan, and I think it's really something. It's
Yes.
more calming to your mind, calming to your soul, calming to your emotion and to your spirit, di ba? Na kinakount mo ano yung meron ka. And it gives you that satisfying feeling, no, na ay marami naman pala akong pwedeng
Feeling.
ipagpasalamat. And it gives that happy feel, no? It gives that happy feel when you go to bed really being grateful, no? No matter how difficult the job is, no matter how wala may struggle sa opisina, no, and or there's a struggle within your kids, no, you will yourself, no, you become intentional to look for something that you're grateful. Ikaw, Coach Dorothy, usually when before you go to bed, what's one thing that you are like palagi mong nasasambit na ay thank you meron ako nito?
For me, because I pray before I sleep, kasama na yun. I always say to myself na, thanks God, natapos din ang araw na to, I was able to accomplish a lot of things. So, grateful ako. So, yung tao, grateful ka, it shows. Kalmado ka.
Mm,
And the other thing is, pag grateful ka, maganda yung pakiramdam, magaan. Magaan yung feeling. But when you're mad, when you're, sabihin na lang natin, you're discontented, you're very irritated. So, paano ka makakatulog kung galit ka? And
tama.
you're, maraming discomfort sa katawan mo kasi
Mm, mm,
nagmamanifest yun eh. Pag galit ka, pag uncomfortable ka at hindi ka kontento, it really manifests on your whole being. So, you will
mm.
never really have a good night's sleep.
Mhm. Tama ka dun, no? So, yeah, it is true, no, na prayer, of course, with prayer, you give a prayer of thanksgiving, no, na para magpasalamat for the day, no? It really helps in mental health, no? It helps kasi nga yung brain, no, which holds anxiety and fear is the same area of the brain also that holds a gratitude, no? Pag napuno yan ng gratitude, you really sleep well. So it's good really to really go to sleep with a heart that is grateful. And then the number seven, a simple tip is focus on quality of sleep. I do not know if what's your thought on this? No, ano yung kasi sabi nila it's not the number of hours but rather kasi 'di ba there's a sleep cycle. Dapat makarating ka sa number five, no? Para talaga tulog ka talaga, no? Tulog, deep sleep siya na kahit quickly lang yun, your body is able to be refreshed. What's your thought on quality sleep is better than quantity sleep? Have you ever experienced um, how it is to really sleep long and in quantity or in quality?
I go for a quality sleep. Even if it's 5 to 6 hours only, as long as I was able to sleep straight, okay na ako
Mm-hmm.
nun. Especially at my age, hindi ko kailangan matulog beyond 7 hours. So, kailangan talaga quality sleep na. Yung quantity, yung talagang matagal na sleep, I've done that when I was very young. Umaabot ako ng 10 to 12 hours, kaya ko yun. Walang tayo-tayo, walang ihi-ihi,
Mm-hmm.
dire-diretso. But at this moment in my life, because I need to do a lot of things, sayang yung sleep na hindi naman quality. So I need to have a good quality sleep. Kasi for me, you have to stick to a sleep schedule also.
Yeah, yeah,
Kung
yeah, yeah.
natulog ka ng 9 in the evening, the next day, you have to wake up at least mga 5 to 6 in the morning. You have
Mm-hmm.
to practice that para yung schedule na yan, parang nagaano siya, yung being consistent will reinforces your body's sleep cycle.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Totoo yan,
yun,
no?
nag-reinforce siya ng
Consistency.
consistency. You have to be consistent with the schedule of your sleep. Like,
Mm.
if it's 9, kailangan 9 or 10. Hindi na
Yeah.
lalampas diyan. After that, iba na nasisira yung sleep cycle mo. Tapos nag-iiba rin
Mm.
yung quality sleep mo niyan.
Yeah, yeah. That's good, no? And as we know, no, sleep is really something that sabi ko nga it's a gift, and but it's something that is really sabi nga natin, no, it makes us thrive, no? It makes you bloom, no? It makes you it allows you to be more productive pag tulog ka kasi nga you're able more to focus kasi nakapagpahinga yung brain. Now, I've heard you about your thoughts on sleep and how important it is, no? Alam ko yun, no? Kasi nga pag nakaupo ka, natutulog. That's a gift.
Natatawa ako diyan.
Ayo, yeah. Nakikita ko naman talaga how you
But
value
it's
that.
true.
And you have a routine, di ba? You have a routine. Kasi ako, when I go to bed, no, I wouldn't really lie down first until I do everything that I needed to do para dire-diretso. But I also find it beautiful, no? Gusto ko din yung ma-experience na pagdating maupo, matulog, tapos later, gigising ka niyan eh. Nakikita ko yan si Coach Dorothy. Gigising siya, saka siya pupunta sa banyo. No, parang feeling ko na interrupt. Pero sa kanya, she feels good about it. You have that routine, no? Meron kang ganyan, no? So, um, how do you do it, no? Like, for example, sa bahay nyo, no? Pag ganyan, di ba, matutulog ka na lang dyan. Like, there are times you said, sa sala, nakakatulog ka, and all this is, how do the people in your space, no, give the support pag ganito yung the way you, di ba? Kasi, di ba, gigisingin ka or what? How do your kids, no, support you in this way?
Actually, I am gifted with a big house. So we have lots of rooms, pero apat lang kami dito. So I can position myself anywhere in the house na hindi ako nadidisturbo. But when it comes to that point na talaga tulog ako and it's still early for them, tapos kailangan pa nilang gising, I think it's because of they get used na talagang ganyan ako, or it's because I have brought them up na pag may natutulog, wag maging maingay. Lalo na pag matanda. Yun. So, inisip talaga nila, I'm not old kasi yung nanay ko, when she was still here, dito, natutulog siya anywhere also. Siguro dun ko naman na yun sa kanya. She sleeps on the couch, sa sofa, kahit minsan dun sa may pintuan pag mahangin, tapos dun sa
Mm,
may kitchen, minsan naman makikita mo siya sa dining. So,
mm,
everywhere nakakatulog siya. Maybe I got it from her. So,
mm,
ang ginagawa ng mga anak ko, na-notice siguro nila nga, my mom is getting older.
mm,
No. The best way to say is aging. My mom
yeah.
is aging, siguro, na nakuha nila yung don't bother with someone who's asleep. So, yon. So, nakakatulog ako ng mabuti kahit saan ako pumuesto. After that, ginagawa ko na yung routine ko. Kasi right
Mm,
after coming from the office, syempre, you have all day na trabaho, and then you drive home. Pagdating ko, wala pang niluluto yung helper ko. So, what I do, ano naman ang gagawin ko? Sumatulog muna ako.
mm,
After 30 minutes to 1 hour, that's the time they will wake me up, and it's time for dinner. So, after dinner, doon ako naliligo, tapos minsan nagre-relax-relax, I have to open my cellphone. Yun na yun, yun
mm,
talaga yung routine ko. And I think most of us na parents,
mm,
that's the best way siguro. Find time to relax after a heavy
yeah.
day. Kasi yung
Mm,
iba, after from the office, naglalaba pa. Ginawa ko yan when I was still young. Kaya pa ng katawan ko. But now, I don't think I have to sacrifice that much. And
mhm,
malalaki
mhm,
naman yung mga anak ko. And I don't
mm,
think it's wise for me to, parang kinakastigo mo yung self mo. It's time for you to be
yeah.
happy. Life is short. Life is beautiful. So, ipamper mo naman yung sarili mo. I think it's time for me to have my pampering.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, dumaan ka sa season, no, na 'di ba, like nung maliliit pa yung mga bata, you went through the season na walang tulog. You went to the season na limited to kasi kailangan i-take
Yes.
care yung mga. So now you believe, no, well, that's what you said, no, na oh, it's time now, hindi na maglalaba. I take care of
Oo.
myself, no. I take care of myself, and then later na lang yon. So ayun, there's a lot of parents who are having difficulty no, na right now, because hindi nga nila yun nakukuha pa. In fact, they can't even sleep without the I had that experience before na hindi ako nakakatulog no pag hindi talaga malinis yung lababo, hindi lahat na lilinisan.
OC.
I had that before kasi feeling ko nakakahiya na ganun, baka marami iniisip no. But I also notice with myself currently no when I visit my daughter in Manila na pag merong pinuhugasan dyan because I wanted her to be able to really take care of herself, no? Hindi ko na sinasagot yun. Sabi ko, when do you plan to wash the dishes? Tinatanong ko na lang siya, will you be able to help out with this? I'm doing something. So, kasi nga, sabi mo nga, no, there are much more important things, no, than to become an OC with the small things, no? With the small things. Tama ba? No? So, mas
Yeah,
maraming,
true.
maraming
True,
bagay,
true.
no? Oo. Isang one of the things that nalaman ko no when I became a life coach no is yung meron bang mamamatay kung yung isang plato diyan ay hindi mo mahugasan. You know there are parents who are suffering from this
Precisely.
no.
Totoo.
Ah, oh, 'di ba they suffer from this one because kung tinatanong mo I had a friend no na hindi siya talaga makaalis, palagi siyang late, hindi siya makaalis because hindi niya talaga pwedeng iwanan yung kung ano man yung nilalabhan niya, kung ano man yung hugasan niya, kung ano man yung paglilinis niya. So she would always be late in coming to, you know, whatever function, my birthday or whatever. She would always be late because she sees this as more valuable. So on your part, how do you go to that space no na para sa hindi ito na no, this is not what are you going to tell those who are women or even parents who are in the space uh, knowing that you have passed before no.
As you have said a while ago, may season yan eh. So, if it's really a need for you to do the thing, do it. Kasi magiging guilty ka rin naman. So, you'll not be happy, you'll not be successful, or you'll not be productive kasi may naiwan kang trabaho. But when you reach this age, sabi ko nga kanina, di pa naman ako masyadong matanda, no? Pero nandun, may season kasi yan. Tapos na yung season ko na ganun. But I think, even if you're still young, nandiyan talaga siguro sa ugali ng babae na very OC. Ayaw mo nang may nakikita kang dumi, may nakikita. Pero I think it's bad. I think it's not proper. Kasi wala namang, hindi naman tawag nito, magsisweldo ka pa naman kahit yung bahay mo na, sobrang kalat. At wala namang mamamatay dyan na hindi nahugasan. Pero there's this attitude of us na kailangan lahat, ginagawa lahat, parang hinahandle mo lahat kahit tawag nga niyan sa office namin, si Sarah G, sinasaranggapanan, yung kinukuha mo lahat. Yung,
Yeah.
oo, ini-entertain mo lahat na hindi mo naman kaya. But ako, na-realize ko, hindi na kaya. I admit it. Iba na talaga yung katawan mo when you were still young. Iba na talaga yon. And then, at this point in time, 'pag gano'n ka, naisip ko, kalat din kasi you had never
Ah,
planned, wala kang plan na, this day, this hour, ganito yung gagawin ko, the next hour, ito yung gagawin ko. Yung inisip mo na lang, ito. OC nga talaga yan. So, I don't think it's still productive, I don't think it's proper. So, kailangan i-manage din yan.
kailangan i-manage no kasi nga
Hmm.
the more that when you become OC and you're not able to move no kung hindi na nagagawa yung isang bagay nagkakaroon tuloy ng struggle no and oftentimes na not we miss beautiful encounters, beautiful connection, beautiful relationship when we focus too
Yes.
much into it. And we're not saying no, disclaimer lang, we're not saying hindi po kayo maglinis. We're not saying that. But when your body, when you become mindful no of your body that you needed that rest, then it's more productive to really close your eyes first no and to do things so, isa itong bagay no na wisdom isa itong bagay na na-experience no women at this age no, na may mga kailangan natin ipagpahinga din yung ating brain lalo na po pag if you're a mom you've been working so hard tapos pagdating mo hindi ka magpapahinga kasi maglilinis ka pa ng bahay and all those things but at the end of the day who suffers the children the most kasi naging agitated ka irritated ka at parang hindi parang feeling mo sila yung may kasalanan. I mean, even if you don't want to say it, that's how it is being perceived. Kaya nagkakaroon ng struggle sa bahay mo. So, ngayon,
Nani-neglect mo
Mm,
nani-neglect mo yung role mo as a mother. And that's the
mm,
time when they go home, siguro may struggle din sila sa school, hindi mo na na-notice yun. Kasi
mm,
na-notice mo na lang yung mga hugasan mo, yung mga labahan mo. But
mm,
that's a big struggle to your children. If nag-struggle ka rin, mas worse yan sa children mo. If they can find
mm.
good friends in school, tapos siguro may problema sila sa grades and sa lessons nila, and then when they go home, wala silang makakausap,
Yeah,
eventually,
yeah.
may mangyayari sa anak mo.
Yeah. So it's the question would always be what is most valuable to you? Is it yung mga
Hugasan
nitty-gritty
mo,
doon ng hugasan mo, yung labahan mo, or yung investing on connecting with your kids so that you have a
yeah.
better relationship? And this is one thing that we want every parent to understand, no, na may mga bagay na pwede mong i-forgo for the meantime just to ensure, no, that you are taking care of yourself, no, you have that good night's sleep so that you can really share what you from your overflow. Kasi nga pag pagod ka na, ano pang ibibigay mo? Di galit na lang yun, inis na lang yun, no? And when we're tired, we're angry, and we are very emotional. Kaya importante po yung rest at tulog talaga, no? Sa isang parent, no? Para ma-overcome, no? Yung mga challenges in parenting. So ngayon, Coach Dorothy, you are already a coach, you're a nurse, you're doing a lot of things, no? If and of course you have the wisdom of saying na no, alam ko na yung valuable, I want to take care of myself, ito na yung gusto ko, no, I'm able to do this. So fast forward, no, how do you see the trajectory, no, ano yung direction ngayon ng buhay mo, yung nakikita mo, having learned of all these past experiences, no, itong mga experiences that allows you to see what is more important. So how do you see yourself, no, in the next couple of years?
For sure, in years from now, I don't know when the actual date is, retired na ako niyan from my current job. And hopefully, I'm free. I'm free. Kahit nga ngayon, ginagawa ko some of those I love. But of course, there are limits kasi nagtatrabaho ka. You go to
Mm,
an 8 to 5 hour of work, so limited yung gusto mong gawin. But siguro
mm,
if I dive into that notion na talaga magre-retire na or nandun na talaga ako sa retirement phase ng life ko,
mm,
siguro I will be able to do the things I love. Like, um, hindi ako magmamadali sa umaga.
mm,
Kasi yun yung una kong struggle eh. Waking up early and then doing the things na kailangan ayos muna before going out. Pero although ngayon, bahala ng malate, basta okay lang ako, yung relax lang ako kasi nagda-drive ako. There were many instances na halos nadidisgrasya ka, nakakasagasa ka, or ikaw yung na malapit ng madisgrasya kasi sa pagmamadali mo. But now I
mhm,
really don't care. I really don't
mm,
care anymore because as I have noticed, wala namang diferensya sa nangyari sa akin. That's on my case only. I don't know with the
mm,
other people, ano. Kasi ako, what I value is yung kalmante ako kasi that's what I'm
mhm,
going to impart to my children. That's what I'm going to
mm.
hand in down to them. So
Yeah,
kung
okay.
palagi akong galit, palagi akong stressed, palagi akong agitated, isang tanong lang siguro ng anak ko, may itatanong lang, "Ma," baka 'pag sagot ko, "Ma!" 'pag sisigaw na ako. So, yung tendency
Yeah,
nun,
yeah.
talaga hindi maganda I have to really plan my life kasi I'm not getting any younger. So, right after
Mm,
siguro retirement, I'll focus on my health. Unang-una kasi
mhm,
siyempre when you get older, marami ng lumalabas na konting-konting sakit. And
yeah.
then I have to focus in it, mag-exercise. Siguro I'll be back on my track on Zumba kasi nag-enjoy ako doon. And
Mhm,
then magfo-focus sa the proper diet, yung proper nutrition. Tapos I have to reconnect with friends na matagal ko nang hindi nakikita. So yun. Isa yung living a healthy lifestyle na siguro.
ayan. So, that's a beautiful picture, no? Living like aging healthy, no? Aging healthy so that you can still be more productive. So, maraming salamat, Coach Dorothy. And if there be someone, no, who will ask you, um, ano yung nugget of wisdom mo na pwede mong maibigay sa isang nanay right now na is grappling so much with routine? Ano yung pwede mong
Ah,
maibigay? Para
yeah.
makatulong siya kasi hindi
Mm.
nakakatulog.
First and foremost, she has to think of herself first.
Mm.
Kasi how can you share a good how can you share something good when you don't have that in yourself? 'Di ba?
Mm.
Kasi love begets love. If you don't love yourself, how could you love your children? So, yun yung
Mm.
ano ko, I need to focus first on myself. Kahit nga sa eroplano ba, ang unang, for example, there is an emergency. Ang unang suggestion, ano ba tawag nun? Yung sa mga flight stewardess
Yeah.
na
Yeah, yeah,
sinasabi,
yeah.
o
Ah,
yung pinaparinig nila,
oxygen mask, oxygen mask.
oxygen mask, oo.
Mm.
Kailangan, alangan unahin mo yung, for example, you're cuddling a baby, hindi yung baby ang unahin mo kasi before ka makaisip na lalagyan mo siya, you were already grasping for breath. So, dapat unahin
Mm.
mo muna yung sarili mo before you can perform, you can help others. So, dapat
Mm.
talaga, uunahin mo yung self mo. I know it's not being selfish. It's loving them kasi nilove mo
Mm.
muna yung self mo. So, with those
Mm.
parents, like, especially those mothers up to this day, um, I think it's being selfish kasi how could you be able to share something good kung talagang hindi naman good yung nakikita nila sa'yo,
Yeah,
'di ba?
yeah. Yun. Tama yun, no? Parang you become first, no? You become first the picture of what you desire for your children to become, no? Ikaw muna yung nagiging picture nun. So, kung ayaw mong matulad siya sa o kung sino may nakikita mo o matulad sa iyo, no? Then the change has to begin with you, no? So, magandang ano yan, Coach Dorothy, no? So, for all the young moms out there, no? Alam po namin dinaanan din namin po yung mga
Oh, yes.
mga OC-OC dyan, no? Kasi nga iniisip pa agad natin, baka sabihin, hindi tayo magandang parent, dapat ganito, dapat straight ito, and you miss out actually on the fun of connecting, no, with your kids. So just try to take a good look, no, what you've been doing right now, and think of among the things that I've shared, no, kanina yung 7 simple tips, no, that you can do so that you can get that rest, so that you can also be able to really enjoy the relationship that you have with your family and your kids. Take a good look, no? Ano yung doon sa 7 yung pwede mong gawin masimulan. You cannot do everything all at the same time, but you can do something. You can begin at least one step that will empower you, that will make you a better person so that you can actually become a better mom and a better sibling or daughter to your sa iyong mga kamag-anak no, or to your mom or to your even to your sibling. So yan. So maraming salamat Coach Dorothy for
Thank you,
joining
thank
me in
you.
this gala hour, no. Thank you for being here, and it's my really prayer, my friend, my dear friend, no, that hanggang pagtanda natin, no, magkasama tayo in big and
Praise
small ways,
God.
at kahit dito pareho na tayong life coach, no, we continue to serve people in, as we grow old, as we gracefully age, no, we do the things that we love, and at the same time we give our service to the community. So maraming salamat sa for you being here in this space and sharing your thoughts. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people is going to be learning from it. And to the rest of the coaches in the house, thank you for supporting Break the Stigma Gala R with Life Coach Marife Garfin. And whether you are joining us live or watching on a replay, please do leave a comment or share your thoughts and insights. Please don't keep us a secret. Maraming kailangan po ng tulong. Don't keep us a secret. Help us serve more people by circulating the link of this video. Circulate nyo po para makita po ng iba, no? As I close, I'd like to invite all of you, all especially the mommies out there, the dads out there, to show up, no, and join us back tomorrow in the Zoom private meeting for Break the Stigma. So yung late na po, hanggang ngayon pwede pa daw mag-register, habol na po kayo, no? So Break the Stigma Mental Health Virtual Retreat Day 2 na po bukas. So registration is still open, habol po for those who missed the first day but are ready to take action. So kung ikaw yung nakikinig ngayon at feeling mo may kaibigan ka na kailangan ito, tag nyo na po yun, itag nyo na po, tawagan nyo po. This is us in the Philippines, coaches like us, think and talk like this. Love, okay? Coach Dorothy, no? This is Life Coach Marife Garfin, no? Broadcasting beyond borders and to advance life coaching worldwide. Love, bam, boom. Love,
Love,
bam,
bam,
boom.
boom.
Love
Love,
bamboo.
bamboo. Love, bamboo.
God
Bye.
bless.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Eva.
God bless. God bless. Thank you.